Hi, everybody. For my discussion, I will be talking about my internship, field placement, and for the purpose of the assignment, I will just go ahead and keep the location, the name anonymous. But the mission of my organization is to serve people and to serve them well. This is through building lasting human connections. So we serve quite a wide variety of populations within the program as a whole. However, for my specific internship, my focus is on the city's youth, and in particular, my work with juvenile delinquents who are going through a diversion program through the court system. So, one key characteristic of the organizational culture of my field placement is the organization highly values diversity. So to support those values, there's a monthly newsletter that goes out to all of our staff emails talking about, different diversity topics, any events, any news, anything along those lines, really to just expose our workplace to as much diversity as possible. And something that I think is really, really cool is that we have a web page specifically on our website for diversity and inclusion, and it has a bunch of resources for the public to find. It promotes diversity, it has different programs to support diversity, it has the different events going on throughout the community, things like that, and it really just promotes inclusivity, which, with a community that is so big, it really is nice to see that they include that. Um, the second characteristic of the organization culture of my field placement is the value of employee support. I've had jobs and internships in the past where I didn't necessarily feel very valued as a person. I felt like I was just there to do a job. And if I didn't do that job well for whatever reason, it wasn't, an option, and that I had to be perfect pretty much all the time, and that it didn't matter, my personal life or anything like that. So our staff is encouraged to communicate any concerns that we have, and we can all feel confident that we will feel supported and that we will be provided the support that they need, especially when it comes to self-care. Our organization encourages all members to practice self-care. We host classes and things like that to promote that in our workplace. And they've seen a huge increase in productivity since they've really started focusing on self-care, and they've come a really long way, especially during COVID-19. So that was really great to see. So both of those characteristics support the working environment by making each person feel valued as a staff member and valued as a person, regardless of if they're in the office or not, including when they're at home through their personal endeavors, so on and so forth. So it promotes a safe space for people to feel supported, which ultimately will encourage more productivity and will be better for our clients. And lastly, I would say that my organization is in the stage 4 of tribal leadership. This is the stage with a theme of we're great and they're not. And a key characteristic of the stage is that there's a really big focus on teams and shared values with a common purpose. So, during team meetings or classes, we have multiple speakers, presenters, multiple members are involved, and all voices are welcome. And this is including me as an intern, which is not always something that happens in different workplaces. And we call, our meetings collaborative discussions because everybody has the opportunity to collaborate with each other, and everybody shares the same values to work towards one common goal, and that is to help people, however way that means. That's where we will work together to figure out what we need to do. Yeah, thanks for listening.